teddy bear. You're absolutely right. He put the treasure inside the teddy bear, and then he sewed the bear up, and he placed the teddy beside 14 other teddy bears on the shelf. Well, the thief who stole the jewelry was indeed arrested, and he went to jail where he stayed for 10 years. And then one day, the robber came back to the toy store and asked for his jewels. The seller of toys went to his shelf, took a teddy bear from it, and cut the teddy bear open. And in 5 minutes, he had ripped open 13 teddy bears without finding the precious necklace. And he realized that, mistakenly, he had sold the wrong teddy bear. But to whom? And when? After all, 10 years had passed. There's nothing really more to tell about this story except that somewhere in this world, somebody has a teddy bear that's worth quite a lot of money. So if you have a teddy bear, shake it. And if you hear a tiny clink or a tinkle inside, that somebody could be you. Let's hear you shake your teddy bears. Silence. How about you? Any kid? Any kid?
Any kid can draw.
Here's the easiest way that I know to draw a teddy bear. The face is a bunch of circles. Okay, we'll draw a circle. We'll draw another circle. We'll draw a little squiggly, dark nose and a line under the nose and a half circle for a sweet mouth. The eyes are a circle and a circle. And now let's give him eyeballs. Oh, there's one eyeball. Oh, there's another eyeball. And half circles for ears. Half circle. Half circle. And that's the teddy bear's face.
What about the body?
The body is all ovals. I don't know why, but you'll draw a big oval. Oval. Yes. And for arms, you draw 2 ovals. 1 oval, 2 ovals. And for feet, the funny thing is that teddy bear's feet aim in. So instead of drawing it out like the hands, you aim in with them. And you make an oval here and an oval here. And we'll give him a belly button. And there's a teddy bear. Aww.
Any kid can draw a teddy bear. And now you can too.
Get your teddy ready, get your teddy ready. Though he may be sleeping on your bed, he should be in your lap instead and gotten ready. Like I said, he should be gotten ready. Hold your teddy steady for a teddy bear tail. Hold his tail. Okay. 1 minute story about teddy bears, and Mr. Bearley, this one's for you. I'm going to tell the story of Lost and Found. The little boy was lost, you guessed it. They brought him to the police station, but the police station couldn't get the child to tell his name. His name? Or what else does the policeman want to know? Your address, that's right. He's scared, whispered one of the men in blue. At last, an officer arrived holding a teddy bear and wearing a very worried look. This animal is lost, he said. We can't get anything out of him either. What's going on today? And the officer turned to the boy. Can you help us? He asked. The child took the bear. If only we knew the bear's name, the policeman sighed. Teddy, the boy said. Really? You know him. And what's his last name? Bear, the boy answered. Bear. No kidding. Well, let's look it up. And the officer flipped open a phone book and he found T-Bear. What did the T stand for? Teddy, that's right. T-Bear. And he went to the phone and he dialed a number. Well, apparently somebody picked up on the other end. Did you lose your son? The officer said. What does he look like? Well, he's small and he's fuzzy, and the officer acted as if the person on the other end had hung up, which probably is what he did. Well, that's not Teddy's home, the officer said. What are we going to do with this poor little fellow? They won't take him at the zoo. They've got too many bears there already. Suddenly, the boy piped up, I'll take him home with me. The officer looked pleased. You will? Honestly? Sure, the kid said. Oh, that's very kind. And where do you live? The officer asked. 222 Morris Avenue. You all know your address, don't you? Yeah. Everybody, why don't you say your address all together and I'll listen. What's your address? Did you say your address too? Okay. So this little boy knew his address and he said, 222 Morris Avenue. Well, that's a good neighborhood for bears, the policeman said. So they took the boy home in a squad car. And on the way, he told them that his name was Sean Oakwood. You know, there's not much else to tell except this. He was really an undercover policeman dressed as a teddy bear, and he did his job very well. For months, you could always find him in Sean's bed, under the covers. Yeah, those are the bare facts. This is a story called The Bear Who Did Things. Everything that Roy had was the best, according to Roy. So Beatrice was not surprised that Roy's new teddy bear was the greatest teddy bear ever made. He can do anything, Roy said to Beatrice the day after he got the bear.
Like what?
Anything.
Like what?
Beatrice was very hard to convince.
My bear can make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. He can clean up my room, and he can read better than any of my toys.
Lend him to me, Beatrice demanded. She knew that Roy said things that were not true. And she didn't believe a word that he said about his teddy bear. Roy was thinking fast, and he knew that his teddy bear did not make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Do your teddy bears make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? No. And he knew that his teddy bear did not clean the room. Does anybody here have a teddy bear who cleans the room? No. And he certainly knew that his teddy bear could not read. So, why do you want him, was all that Roy could think of saying.
Because I like peanut butter and jelly. I have a messy room, and I like to be read to.
Roy could not wiggle out of it. He had to lend Beatrice the bear. Well, the next day, Beatrice gives the bear back, and she says,
He's wonderful. Just as you said, he ate my spinach last night. He brushed my hair this morning, and I think he killed a mouse in the living room.
Well, now Roy was very upset with this teddy bear who hadn't done any of these things for him. Roy decided to keep an eye on him, but stare at his bear as he would. The stuffed bear never moved. Later, Roy's father found the teddy in his son's closet. He's a beautiful bear, said Roy's father. Any kid would love to have him. Roy thought about that. He knew that Beatrice never believed anything he said, but this time it seemed that he hadn't lied. Well, he had lied, but Beatrice didn't know that, he thought. Anyway, that's how Beatrice got Roy's teddy bear. She thanked Roy a lot, and every day for the next month, she told Roy about all the wonderful things that her bear did. Do you think the bear really did anything? No. Roy smiled a lot.
Oh, that's nice,
he would say, but inside he was really mad at his teddy. Well, he said to himself, maybe that bear just likes girls.
The end.
Yeah! Do you all have your own teddy bears?
Yeah!
All right, well, this is a story about somebody who loses his teddy bear. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like that thought at all. Danny's best... I'm starting. Danny's best friend was his teddy bear.
You're my best friend.
Yes, I know.
Next to Mr. Bailey.
Yes, you're always next to Mr. Barely.
Yeah.
But you're seldom more than an arm's length away from me.
That's true.
That's true. Danny played with his teddy bear every day. And he took it to bed with him every night.
Me too.
And then one night, Danny couldn't find his best friend.
Don't listen, Mr. Bailey.
He looked upstairs. He looked downstairs. He looked on top of the tables.
Did he look under the bed?
Mm-hmm. Go to sleep, dear, said Mother. You can find Teddy Bear in the morning.
I can't sleep without him, said Danny. He's warm and he's woolly, and tonight is a very cold night.
That's right. Danny went to his father, and he asked, do you think Teddy Bear's going to come back tonight? Well, where has he gone? Said Father. I don't know, said Danny. But when puppies and kittens go away, they come home, and they scratch on the door to be let in. Do you think Teddy Bear is going to come home? Teddy Bear is not a puppy or a kitten, said Father.
But he's my friend, said Danny. I think he will come home. Well, the next morning when Danny awoke, it was very, very cold. The ground was